So this week in the daily races we had Monza up first with the GR3 class of cars. I decided to drive a Subaru WRX, did some qualifying and I came P9 on this first race. So let's see how it goes. Right, we're coming up to the start. And the race has begun. So we're trying to catch up to to George. I'm not gonna lie, this race it was full of penalties. Literally they were just being dished out left, right and centre. So coming into turn 1, and the Swedish in the Nissan just comes in for a full dive bomb immediately, colliding into me, and that will get him a 2-second penalty. So let's have a look at that again. The perspective of the green Nissan. You can see me in front, they just brake quite late, try to avoid me but they hit me in the process. And that gives me the 2-second penalty. So we're coming into the second chicane, I'm alongside the Nissan on the inside then. We made quite a decent exit. So we're coming to this 90-degree right-hander. Get a pretty good exit on that one as well. Trying our best to catch up the Nissan. The Mercedes went off behind me, which was quite unfortunate. So alongside the Nissan again, trying to catch or overtake him in this section. Literally just trying to maximise the track width right now. Try and get him on the straight. He saved his penalties, so we overtook him anyway. So trying to catch him to George again. So coming around for lap number 2 in this 5-lap race. And here goes lap 2. So the Nissan GTR behind us, he's quite close to me, so I am quite aware of that. Coming into the first chicane, the chicane of death. Trying to get the best exit I can. Right behind the other Subaru right now, just trying to get as close as we can for this second chicane. Going on the inside, and he curves across into me, and I slam on the brakes, and we just collide. Let's have another look at that one. So this is my perspective, he just comes across, I brake, and yeah, sends him off the track. Thankfully I didn't get a penalty though. And I'm pretty sure that driver got the penalty. So we're in P7 right now, trying to catch up to George once again. I must say this well, this race is full of chaos. As the Nissan goes a little bit wide on the exit of that going onto the asphalt, this race was just full of drama, and they got a half a second penalty for ignoring track limits. So going tight on the inside, slowly coming to the outside as we accelerate out of the corner. Fastest lap so far is a 1 minute 50.5 by the British driver. Now that British driver, he's in a Toyota. Gotta remember him a little bit for later. He's coming to the first chicane now. Slams on the brakes. Not quite close enough to overtake quite yet. Try and get the exit. have a little moment as well as the Nissan GTR. I do think there was an accident behind us, but yeah. So right behind George again. Notice he is a little bit wobbly in that corner. Braking alongside of him. Try and get the overtake, and we got the overtake done. There is an accident right in front of us. So let's have a look what happened. So the driver was Dave, also in a Subaru WRX. Coming up to this Jaguar. Jaguar takes a defensive line. Dave brakes quite early. Get a little bit much curve, and they just straight away on the throttle way too early, and they just spin out. I don't know why they slammed on the throttle after though. But yeah. It's back to me then. We're in P5, so we're doing alright. Started 9th, going up to 5th. Coming into this right hand corner. Trying to get the best exit we can as we get the apex. Trying to hunt down the Italian driver Marco. So slam on the brakes, try and get the inside, and then slowly work our way out into the outside of the track as we come out of this corner. And there's another yellow flag. And again, it is with Minotaur, the person I told, well, said to keep an eye out for. So let's see what he'd done. So come out of this corner, clipped a bit of the curb and just went way too wide. And they just lost it as they went off the track. You see, I come past. So coming around here, George gets in front of us. We go a little bit wide and slowly come to the inside. And we do the old switcheroo. We get him on the inside and we come out of that corner quite well. So coming to lap number 4 now, 2 laps to go. George is right on our tail, we're trying to catch up to Marco. Heading into the first chicane, George takes a aggressive line, trying to overtake. Managed to get the overtake done. I'm back on the inside, so I go back into the position. We both have a moment in sync there, it's quite interesting. But I'm just managed to get in front of him. But now George has got the inside in this corner. Again, they're a little bit wobbly on that corner, which isn't really going to help him that much. We both brake. Then Minotaur just sends up the inside, collides with me, and George kind of helps me to get in front of George as well. Let's have a look what happened. So this is Minotaur's perspective. They brake up way too late, hit me, hit George, but nudge George off track a little, and then they get 2-second penalty and I get ahead quite easily. So we come up to the sharp 90-degree right-hander. We come round, get a decent exit onto this long straight. George is right on our tail. I believe they are in the tow of me as well. So they are getting my slipstream, catching up slowly. Make a great entry to their corner. Make sure to come out quite wide, but not too wide till we go off track. Good acceleration out of the corner as well. And Minotaur goes to save that penalty. We come around to this right-hander. Make sure to get an inside line and slowly drift out. Get a good exit. And we come to the final lap of the race for race 1. So coming to the chicane, braking just before the 100-metre board. Get a good exit. We come to this long right-hander. braking just as the path comes. Make a good exit on the second chicane. George takes it a little bit too far in and clips the curb, so there's a little bit of movement there. Coming to this right-hander. Get quite a good exit out of that. George still on our tail. Trying to get a good turn in this section, in the sector. It's come out quite wide. George gets on the asphalt alone, has a little bit of movement, but manages to keep the car under control. And the Spanish driver behind saves the penalty. We come around here for the last time in this race. And also George managed to get penalties, so I know for sure that I'm not coming 5th. Come around to finish the race, and I finish in P4. One place off the podium, which is quite unfortunate, but from 9th to 4th, that's quite alright. Here we are, into the second race of the day. So we qualified P4 this time, just behind the German driver Mr. Green, and in front of the Dutch driver, So coming to the race start. And we go, lights out. So we tried to get into the slipstream of the German, braking a little late. Tried to get a good exit out of the first chicane. Now I must say this race was not as eventful, but there was still some moments, as the Dutch driver behind me actually gets a half-second penalty, and the driver behind him, the French driver. So we come around for the second chicane, right behind the German in the BMW. So we make a good exit out of that corner. We're trying to catch up to the BMW as quickly as we can, to at least make the top 3. Good braking on this corner, send it in early, get a good exit as well. Now the German driver does take a little bit wide, so let's see what they did. I managed to get into P3 as well. So let's see what the German driver did. So this is my perspective behind the German driver. I was a bit too early on the brakes as well. So they just clip the curb a little and they just go straight onto the asphalt a little, and I managed to get the overtake done. It's quite a common mistake to happen, so yeah. So I managed to get up into P3, trying to catch up to the German in front of me. Keep the corner tight on the inside and slowly drift outwards to get a good exit. We're coming around for the second lap of the race. So entering the first chicane, slam straight on the brakes behind, just before the 100 metre board. Trying to get a good exit. Got a pretty alright exit as well. Trying to catch up to Crossbone in P2. There's another incident with the barrier in front of me. with that barrier out of the second chicane. So let's have to see what happened. So this is the perspective of the gym driver who was in front of the Crossbone, the Subaru. So they go in, take a pretty good line. The Subaru in front doesn't quite take the line. They try to avoid him, I think. They just slam on the accelerator and they just lose a little. So we managed to go up into P2, trying to catch up to the Russian driver in front of me. But already I'm in the top 3, so I'm already very happy with where I am. So trying to get away from Mr. Green behind me. I believe they are just in my toe though. Head into this corner, we just keep it very tight into the inside of the turn, slowly drift outwards. Get on the power early, trying to catch up to the Russian driver in front. And I actually managed to get the fastest lap of the race so far, 151.8. My qualifying lap time was about 150.7, so that's quite good. So I'm normally quicker in qualifying than in the actual race. So we're breaking into this one, trying our best to gain some, well, catch up to the Russian driver in front, can't speak apparently, and also try and gain some distance away from the German driver behind. So the German driver is hot on my tail. So I'm trying to get as much distance as I can away from them, while also trying to catch up to the Russian driver in front. Set a new personal best sector for this race. Take the corner quite wide, trying to get on the power early. German driver behind is still hot on my tail. And I've driven that BMW before, and it is actually a really good car. You get the corner and right, when you come out of the corner you get great acceleration. So coming to the 4th lap of the race now. Now we've got 2 laps to go. I set a new fastest lap time from personal lap time. And Crossbone actually managed to set the fastest lap of the race, 150.8. So 1/10 of my qualifying. So we're coming into the second chicane. I brake as the path ends on the right. Coming to this right-hander. The German driver is still right behind me. I have to say they were quite good at keeping the pressure on me. I didn't have many chances to overtake or anything, but yeah, still quite fun. Feeling the pressure behind me. So coming onto the bridge. I slam on the brakes trying to get a good entry. I think, pretty sure I managed to do so. Get a good exit swells, get on early on the power. We brake just before the 50 board. Get an inside line, then slowly drift outwards. Try and get on the power as early as possible. We're coming to the final lap of the race. And then once again I set a new personal race record. Well, a new personal race lap record. New personal best for this race. That's it. That's what I should call it. So come around the first chicane, make a decent exit. I could have gone a little bit wider. Yeah. Come around to this right-hander. Coming into the second chicane, braking just as the path ends there. Yeah, decent exit. I think the German driver behind me had a little moment towards coming out of the corner, but I managed to keep hold of it. We're coming around to the sharp right. Oh, never mind, I just used the sharp right-handed. I'm an absolute idiot. So onto the straight, coming to the left-hander. Braking just as the bridge, well, the sign ends. Going quite tight on the inside of the turn, trying to get best exit for the last time of this race. Then we have the home stretch. I know for sure that I'm not going to come first this race. I would need a miracle, but to be honest I was pretty happy where I was second. So coming around, get a good entry, come out wide, early on the power. Driver in front finishes, and I finish in second place, which to be honest was pretty good. Some good racing today. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next video.